definition of success is this. If you adopt this definition and take it seriously, I promise you, you'll get success beyond your wildest expectations. If you ignore this, you may still succeed, but you may take a lot longer to succeed. So if you've got a pen, this is the writer downer of writer downers. All right. So success is. Are we ready? Guys, are we ready? Yeah. I'm about to drop wisdom. Are we ready? Yeah. I will. Are we ready? Yeah. Guys, I'm about to transform your life. Are you ready? Yeah. Come on. Yes. So success is three aspects, right? Number one, it's discovering your purpose. It's discovering your purpose. All right? If you're done, say I. Excellent. Now the question becomes, what does purpose mean, right? Because sometimes I want to define everything, right? So we're going to take a segue from the definition of success to define what purpose is. Purpose is the answer to the question, why am I here? Okay? What have I been made to accomplish? Do you guys know, how many of you feel like you're a mistake? Your being here is a mistake. Don't raise your hands. I've had occasion where I've spoken to people who have said, my parents were honest with me and they said I was a mistake. They weren't planning for me. And that is the biggest lie ever told on earth. Now I know you guys are what, A-level, right? So we can talk about these things, okay? Do you guys know that, how many of you think you are fast runners? Raise your hands. How many of you are fast runners? No fast runners. After I share this fact with you, everyone should raise their hands. Do you guys know that you guys won a race? You guys beat 5 million other guys who were in the race with you. There were 5 million other little people who could not catch up with you because you were there. And you're like, I'm here, right? Do you guys hear that? So are there any fast people in this room? Are there any fast people in this room? If the person next to you isn't raising their hand, just tap them and say, this is what he's saying. Okay, some people didn't do biology, right? Some people didn't do biology, all right? Now we get it. Now we get it. It takes some time for some of us, right? So here's the thing. If you beat 5 million other people who wanted to come out, that means your birth cannot, could not, will not, and can never be a mistake. And therefore, that means you being here and you still being alive till this day means that there's a job that you've been called to do, and only, get this, only you can do it. Only you can do it. Why do I say that? Do we have any twins in this school? Identical twins? No? What do we know about identical twins? They're identical, right? But do identical twins have the same fingerprints? Why though? Are they not supposed to be identical? No, right? Do you guys, I want you to look at your hands. Your hands show you your fingerprints. And your fingerprints should be the daily reminder that this is the physical evidence that I am different. There's no person on this earth, even if you had an identical twin, they don't have the same fingerprints as you. There's evidence that you have some aspect of creativity that God placed in you that He expects you to bring to the earth. So some of the problems we have are not because we've got bad leaders. Some of the problems we have is because we've got people who haven't quite yet stood up and started doing the things that they were supposed to do. Are you with me? That's the definition of entrepreneurship. An entrepreneur is anyone who figures out a creative way according to their strengths, according to their individual talents, and they use that to solve a problem or provide pleasure to other people. You with me? So the problems you see, the things you complain about, you could be complaining about them because you have been uniquely placed on this earth to solve them. And the more you keep running away from that, the worse things get. So number one, success is discovering your purpose. Your purpose is why you are here. The job you are expected to accomplish and only you can accomplish. The second aspect of success is developing yourself for that purpose. What do I mean? So discover, isn't it interesting? I didn't say create. I said discover, which means it was already put in you. There's something that you're already exceptional in, which means because you are born, success is inevitable if you allow yourself to discover who you truly are. Developing yourself. So talent alone is not sufficient to sustain you in this game called life. You need to develop yourself. So develop is what you are doing right now. Spending time in school. You are developing yourself. And the best people, I studied some of these exceptional athletes, exceptional business people, and I started realizing that, snap, these guys have figured out something that most of us don't get to do. Now, I usually ask this question to parents or business professionals. But let's say your child, whenever God blesses you to have a child, hopefully in 10, 20, 30 years from now, not anytime now, if your child came home with their report and they've got a B in biology, an F in maths, an A in geography, and a C in English, where would your focus go? It would go to? Why is it going to maths? Can I share with you something? This is why many of us struggle. Where do you think you're going to make the most progress? Fixing your weaknesses or improving your strengths? Fixing your weaknesses or improving your strengths? So why did your focus go to the F? Is that a weak strength? Can you see how we mess it up? We spend way too much time thinking about what we do badly, that we don't create enough time and resources to get better at what we do well. What exceptional people do is they find what they are good at, aka their purpose, and they spend the rest of their lives developing themselves for that. If I am good, what does it look like to become great? When I am great, what does it feel like to become exceptional? They strive to get into the top 1% of their strength zone. Are you with me? I'm not saying forget the maths. I'm saying spend more time discovering what makes you exceptional. Can I give you guys an exercise to help you do that? I want you on a piece of paper, and on your piece of paper, you guys, do you still do those T accounts for accounts? Let's do a T account. We're not doing accounting, don't worry. I hate it as well. All right? So on your T account, on the left side, which is the best side, everybody say left side is the best side? Left side is the best side. Left side is the best side? Left side. I want you to write, love it. Love it. All right? Love it. You've written it? And then on the right side, which is the other side, I want you to write down hated it. Hated it. Right? Like, I did not enjoy doing this. And what I want to challenge you to do is that for the next couple of days, maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, I want you to go through life. And whenever you do an activity, and it has to be stuff that you are doing, not stuff that's being done to you. Whenever you are doing something, and it feels like time disappears, right? Or you feel like very energized before or after, or you get a sense of joy. You guys have things that make you happy, right? I want you to write it down. You with me? And then just at the same time, if you're doing something that when you're doing it, you can't wait for it to be over. Like you have to be asked 3, 4, 5, 10 times to do it because it's just that irritating. I want you to write that down as well. Are you with me? And over the next couple of weeks, what I want you to start doing is that when you see something that's consistently appearing on your loved it list, I want you to ask yourself the question, how can I get better at this thing here? Right? Are you with me? How can I get better at this thing so that I become known for this? I become known for this. Have you guys ever noticed that when people sports, when I mention names, I don't know if these will resonate with you guys. Steph Curry, what do you know him for? What do you know him for? Lionel Messi, what do you know him for? I don't know the other guys, so that's about it for my sporting knowledge. But the point I want to make is that these guys keep getting better in the thing that they are good at, and they don't spend as much time on the things that they're not so good at. They hire someone else to do it. Are we together? As you get older and older, may you become so attuned to what makes you special that you don't attempt to do everything. You focus on doing the things that you are good at, and you hire other people who are good at the things that you're not good at. Are you with me? The third aspect, so success is discovering your purpose. Second bit is developing yourself for that purpose. And then the last bit that ties it all together is success involves when you've discovered it, when you've developed it, you spend the rest of your life deployed in your purpose. What does deployed mean? It means you invest more than 80% of your time in doing exactly that. Lionel Messi will play soccer and he will spend 80% of his time playing soccer until he cannot play soccer anymore. Steph Curry will do the same thing. Some of us who are entrepreneurs, we will be entrepreneurs and spend 80% of our time getting better at serving other people.